Good evening, guys. Marlon Hamilton here again with another trading video. I'm pleased and happy to know I'll be sharing another big concept here with trading plan. Now, guys, as it states, he who fails to plan plans to fail. I know, guys, all these years I've been trading, I've had ups and downs, but ultimately, all of it was my fault in terms of failure. And reading, say, one of those great books, Richest Man in Babylon, and seeing, for example, there are times when I've moved an account, say, from £5,000, real account, from £5,000 all the way to £14,000, and then blowing it all, moving it from £5,000 within, say, 2 weeks, right? And it goes to £14,000. And then took me like 2 weeks of really grafting, taking my time, following my rules, and then within an hour and a half one evening I'd get home from work, trade, and then lose it all. And I've done that a few times, I must say. And it's that mental discipline, it's that psychology, guys. And it's something where no matter what I say to you, it will happen. But then, guys, what you've got to do it on a small scale. 'Cause it's almost like you've got to pay to learn. And I would say make sure you listen to the end about how you go about putting together a trading plan. And ultimately, guys, one thing I would say, and it doesn't matter if you've got a trading strategy, because what I'll do is I will send out my trading strategy that I'll be using to trade over the next 4 weeks. But what I'm doing, I'm trying to give you a comprehensive view of how to go about trading and how to trade in general, and how to become a successful trader. Now, I know I'm capable of doing that because I know, which I'm now starting to become, and guys, there's no gimmick here. There's no gimmick at all. All this thing is about is to make sure that you can move forward. And also, as well, I'm hoping to have lots of followers, and also what I'm hoping is you will see with all these free stuff and freebies that I'm giving you with my years of experience and sharing it with you, and you then moving forward, and hopefully you start making money, then you can give some of that money to worthy cause as well. Okay, guys, let's get into trading plan. Okay, now what are my daily goals? No, guys, this is something that you've got to work on. You've got to work on, what is the amount that you expected to make daily? This is something that you will have to put together. Now, for example, my nightly goals could be, say, £10 per session. And, say, for example, if I've got, I say, a £200 account, or even £100 account, then £10 per session, that's like 10%. If it's £100 in your account. And if you've got £100 in a bank account, you're not even getting over 1% on a bank account with £100. So if you can make 10%, 10% in one session, yeah, and remember they're up to 3-4 sessions in a day. So guys, what I'm saying is, it's really up to you. But then what I'm gonna suggest though is be realistic. If you go in with £100 and say you want to make £50 a day, guys, that's unrealistic and unachievable. And what will happen? You'll just blow that £100, and then you'll have to give it away and give it to someone else. Okay? So be realistic. And I'll give you an example. For example, myself, I'll be putting I was gonna do it with £100, but I'm saying that's pointless. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put £1,000 in my account, and I'm gonna use £1,000, and you're gonna see every single trade that I'm doing for the next 4 weeks with that £1,000, and I'm gonna have different targets, and my target possibly could be £50 per session. However, every time I make £50 in the evening, I'm going to take out a tenth, 1/10 of that. So I'm taking out £5. So every time I make profit now, also what you've also got to be doing, guys, you've got to think about how much you're willing to lose as well. And that, guys, I'm gonna tell you one of the key, I'm going to unlock that door for you, right, guys, and tell you exactly what you need to do not to lose money where binary, where any type of trading is concerned. because I know exactly what I'm not supposed to be doing. And let me tell you, it took me years, years. I've only just, I would say probably a month now, I've actually realized what I need not to be doing. But guys, anyway, let's carry on through with this trading plan, and I'm hoping that you're gonna follow through and you're gonna create your own plan. Okay? Right now, I must sort of share this with you as well. That it's we're not I'm not a registered investment or trading advisor, and the service and content provided by guys, you can pause it and read the information there. Okay? Right. So what will I trade? I will trade only one or two asset classes. Now, guys, what you need to do, you need to get comfortable with whatever currency pair, asset class, indices, you know, stocks, anything that you trade, you need to be comfortable with it, right? And you need to practice it, and I would say as a start, you go on a demo account and you practice it a few times, so you can get accustomed to the trading account, and how their software work and so on. But ultimately, I would say, you know, try and trade real money, and risk, for example, if you think you can risk at £200 or £100, or even, for example, if you're a big boy who want to trade big, you risk at £20,000, and just say, look, you know what, I'm willing to lose £20,000. But guys, let me tell you, until you have traded on a real account, then trust me, you wouldn't have traded. I give an example, and I said this in my previous video. I've moved an account from 50,000 to just over 600, just up to £600,000, and I did that over a 2 week period, and it was just like, and I followed my rules to the T. But then the emotional attachment wasn't there, the psychology wasn't there. Yeah, so just make sure that you're aware, and that's the reason I said just choose something. And guys, let me tell you, it's easy for you to look at all the different currency pairs out there, because they said let's try this and that's not working, let's try that. Guys, one of the popular one is like the Euro USD, right? When is the best time to trade? Okay, no guys, this depends on your situation, because people living in Australia, people living in Japan, people living in, all over the world, New Zealand, America, Canada, UK, people live all over the world, Jamaica, you know, so people are living all over the world. So basically, you'll have different times when you're awake, but some people will wake up in hours. Some people would prefer to trade, say for example, the American session, and so then or the Australia session. And if you're going to trade the Australia session, so you'll have to get up late, say for example myself living in the UK, I would have to get up at this time of the night to actually do it, which is it's 9:56, another couple of hours before the Australia session resume. So it's that sort of thing. So, but then you'll have to find the best time for you, and this depends on your ability to focus without too much interruption. You must also remember that they are different. As I said earlier, trading sessions that are strategies and they can give you variable signals as well. So I must say, for me personally, I prefer to trade by interruption during calmer stage of the market. Okay, but guess what? Every man to his own. Right. What time will I trade? Now, give yourself a trading time or a session when you're trading. For example, I'll trade Monday. So this is more. My daughter did this PowerPoint for me. But anyway, um, I will trade Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 10 p.m. to say 12 a.m. Now, if you don't want to sit around and wait on a trading signal, you could get something to keep it busy. For example, for me, what I'll sometimes do, I'll just get my exercise books and I'll be marking them. And my trading can change. For example, during the initial trial of the strategy. So, whether once you've established and you've got an edge, just stick with it. And sometimes if you don't stick with that edge, then what will happen, guys? You won't know how long your strategy will take to get back to break even. Yeah, because sometimes you'll be going into trading session, into trading session, into trading sessions, and just losing, and you're thinking, oh, my strategy is not working. Guys, once you have established an edge, always remember that every every strategy you can think of will break down at different points. Okay. Right, now my risk per trade. Now this is something that you must confirm before you sit down to trade. There must be no deviation from this amount, regardless of your situation at that point. Guys, let me tell you something. I remember, say for example, with £1,000, I might say, look, I'm willing to risk £20 per session, and say a maximum of 4 martingale, which is just £20, right? And guys, I'm there and I'm thinking, you know what? Oh my God, it's gonna go back up or it's gonna go back down. And you put another one on and you just think, oh, it's gonna go back up, it's gonna go back down. You put another trade on, and you keep on. This process that we call the martingale strategy, where you double up every time you lose, and eventually it will come into winnings. But guys, sometimes you double up so much, even the the broker won't allow you to double up anymore, because they've got a fixed amount of double up that you can do. So just be careful and be wary. And that's the reason why I would say, when you come in, when you're doing risk, if you say to yourself that, look, I remember when I used to go to the Crown and Anchor when I was in Jamaica, and if I'm going to play any of those guys, I put $100 in my pocket and say, look, after this $100 gone, then that's it. But I did that just for the fun of it, because I used to love playing Crown and Anchor when I was in Jamaica, and I go to the dance. If they're playing crap music, then I'll just go to and play the Crown and Anchor. And I know I end up, when I go there initially, I tend to probably up £50. But you see, that could have been another strategy where I said, okay, if I get more than 30% of my £100, then I'm gonna walk away, and that's something that I could have done as well. You understand? So therefore, just imagine, because I know I've won more than I've lost, in terms of at the initial stage. But one thing I must say, they always take all of my money. Okay, let's carry on. So as I said, guys, before you sit down, and I'm saying this, I'm reiterating it, before you sit down, have a risk that you're gonna say, this is what I'm willing to risk today. And once you get to that, you don't trade anymore. Right, what is my profit expectation for each trade now? Your profit expectation should be consistent but not fixed. Sometimes when you're on a roll, the market have a tendency to take it all back day one. For example, my intention is to make £30 per trade and a risk of £20 based on my account size, and that's something. Now, if I make a couple of these over the time period, then £130 a day until I increase my account size to an amount, then I can always increase this my risk, and also the amount that I'm willing to make per trade. Okay, what will my entry strategy be? Now you must write down your rule based strategy, and it should not be subjective in any shape or form. Okay, yeah. For example, look for looking of my relative vigor index, crossover, align, etc. Look out for the next video on trading strategy, followed by live trades using the strategy. How many pages do I need to create my trading plan? Now, if your trading plan is on more than one side of an A4, then you're doing too much, guys. Just note that less is more for us as traders. Now, God bless all, and I hope to see you in the next video. Don't forget, guys, to let me know how I could improve what I'm offering. But ultimately, as I said, guys, this trading plan, really simple. There's nothing major. All of the big guys who are out there who are trading and doing very well. Those guys, it's just keep it simple. They call it KISS, keep it simple, stupid. Now, I'm also saying to you guys that, one of the things is that I just about a year ago, I paid someone £100 per hour just to teach me how to trade, because he's a professional trader. He trades on the floor, and it actually, since that guy has taught me how to trade, I have improved. I haven't been losing money, but ultimately, it's about the process that you're following. So it's more about the process rather than the outcome, and that's key, guys. So as I said, the trading plan is here. Now the next video, stay tuned for the next video, because in the next video I'm going to show you my trading strategy. I'm going to show you about the technical analysis, how it works, how I'm going to be doing it. And then guys, once I've done that, then my next thing I'm going to be sending out videos of live trades that I take. And then after that, I'm going to then invite people to do some live trades with myself. So just look out for these things over the next 4 weeks, and God bless guys, and hope to to get some feedback based on the video today. God bless.